Avocado.
It's pug time.
Why'd you have to start this off with Puck? It's just terrible.
And this is Pug's theme from the Dreamcast Berserker game.
I
I'm
was about
leaving.
to say this.
I'm leaving.
Yes, in the Dreamcast Berserk game, Pug is, of course, extremely important, as he is now. And
Right.
after you complete the game, you even get like a little mini game where you get to play as Pug, getting rid of the Mandragora spores. It has this wonderful music playing in the background. But yeah, what's even funnier about that game, it even had, like that mini game alone had internet compatibility. So you could send your scores to the internet.
I take it you had the high score.
Of course. No! You'll die!
トロールだやばいぞ囲まれてる
Leave them.
おいお前ら木の実はどうしたんだよ
どっかに落としちゃったんだよ
They deserve it.
何やってんだよチェこれだからガキは
Yes, that's why you should leave him. They lived this long, nobody will miss them. But yeah, the trolls really, really, really love throwing themselves at you, which often just knocks you off of your combo.
Yeah.
And because they're pretty short, they're also they very often just kind of go over, go under your blade, like there.
Yeah.
俺も
But since there isn't really much new to talk about here, I've actually been doing a lot of experimentation with the editing on this game. As in, I actually for the cutscenes, for example, I turn off the interlacing plugin I have, simply because as I mentioned before, the flicker filter in this game works well enough that it doesn't show any interlaces, and since in the cutscenes there isn't really any processing going on, the quality, if I don't de-interlace them, just remains fucking wonderful. And also I have to absolutely turn off the interlacing if I'm doing the speed editing, because the plugin I'm using is just very what you would call processing heavy. As in, normally my computer has no problem playing it even de-interlaced.
Yeah.
Like even when the plugin is active, but when it's sped up and it's being de-interlaced, then it fucking goes to 5 frames a second land. And here I play around a little bit more with the crossbow because it's actually pretty wonderful. Stan, you can come back now. There is no more Pug.
ごめんなさいで
Oh, and
魔女の館は
what's a weird thing here? They show you this angle with this
本
place,
当だろうな
which this place is actually
本当だよ
like the end of the forest,
じゃあ勘弁してやるぜ
but we're nowhere near that.
ありがと
And we get teleported right back where the kids were. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, that's my thinking. Maybe they planned it to
う
be
魔女探しの続きだ
somewhere else, like closer to where you're gonna be ending the stage. But then
Right.
then they thought, nah, they've done enough walking. They will do even more.
Yeah. Puck should get a vocal song where he sings the song.
Totally.
モーガン、一緒にいた他の連中はどうした？それが途中でトロールに襲われてな。なんてこった。で、そちらの方は？ああ、トロールに襲われた私を助けてくれたのだよ。では、この方たちの中に魔女が。
And here's actually our flag for why we even want to, why we really need to find where the witch is. But thankfully, you don't really need to go here before you go to the witch house, which is on the road to the right, like the right fork in the road.
Right.
I just wasn't quite sure which, if I am supposed to go here in the first place, but thankfully I don't.
Guess it's funny how he's walking really fast. It's a cool strut.
Also, another thing that I noticed when editing, like, they make his sword swings appear a whole lot more smooth than they actually are, like, because of the frame rate this game runs at, which is 30. And I'm going to shut up right now because there's gonna be a cutscene. I'll talk about it later.
この間抜け面の石像は。
石像じゃないぞ。ゴーレムって言って魔女の召使いの泥人形だ。
おお、そいつから離れろ。
Welcome the least threatening enemies in the entire game.
話の通じる相手じゃねえ。
And the brightest, most colorful place you will ever see in this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was saying is they actually use a very cool trick with the sword swings, as in they add motion blur on them, even though there is like if you freeze an animation, you will see that the like what you see that motion blur behind the sword, it's actually like sort of like connected to the sword within itself.
Oh.
Because you can get that sort of effect if the game runs at 60. You know, it makes it appear a lot smoother. But here they kind of sort of fake it, and it's pretty smart. But yeah, you just kill those poor helpless golems. They like other enemies are very mellow, but they are just I don't think they even ever land a hit. They're just really slow. And here I present the third level of the spin attack. It's actually worth it then, because it doesn't actually take longer to charge, but it gives you more attacks with it, which I'm perfectly okay with. I didn't actually know what it did beforehand, because I thought it was gonna be like according to the description, it made me think that it was going to let me charge in more hits, as in I could stand longer and be a sitting duck for everyone around me while I waste my time charging an attack that I will not be able to land because I will get interrupted. But no, instead it's the same charge time but more attacks.
Right.
it's really cool how he has a special kill for those guys. They are so pathetic that he just slides under them to kill them. I don't think he gets that for any other enemy type in this entire game. None of them are this fragile. Here I was wondering if I'm supposed to like get into some place, but nah. Just enough time passes. And we get another commercial.
Majogaki!
私はシール家お師匠様がお会いになられるそうです。どうぞこちらへ。
私はイバレラ、この子のお目付け役よ。
ようこそ霊樹の館へ。私が当館の主フローラと申します。楽園のお二人、お会いできて嬉しいわ。お待ちしていました。
ばあさん、あんた一体。
ちょっと待って。今はそちらのお話の方が先だわ。
はい。
残念ながら私にはお力添えできません。死期が迫っているのです。でもご心配なく。シール家、力を貸しておあげなさい。
And it will be awesome.
お師匠様、そんな私は。
No, seriously, it's the best moment of the game.
どうか我が弟子にお力添え願えませんか。無償でとは申しません。あなた方が戻るまでに私はご符をこしらえましょう。
And also, I'm really sorry if I skip any parts of the dialogues because she speaks really, really quietly, and I cannot hear it when I'm playing this game on the TV because the sound balance is completely off.
Right.
その話、ありがとうございます。
よろしくお願いします。これから皆さんにお渡しするものがあります。精霊の加護を授かった。
Oh yeah, I remember this.
これがあれば
But it's actually in the manga?
Yeah, it is. Shirk Air, however you say her name, gives all these people stuff. I really like Superco's wind sword. It's pretty rad.
His ability is also really, really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually surprised that this. I thought this was just something they made up for the game.
No, this is in the manga as well. This is more or less where I left off. I'm at the part where they're actually in the village trying to do stuff.
Yeah, and here Puck is breaking the fourth wall. How wonderful of him. And Shika is like, stop breaking the fourth wall. I'm being serious here.
この俺が人助けたな。ま、それなりの見返りはあるか。
In the manga, she offers Guts an axe, but he's like, no.
An axe?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. And yeah, as you also can see, here is the pink fairy that was with us in the tutorial level at the very beginning of the game for some random ass reason. And Ishidoro is as pathetic as always. That attack isn't very good at level 1, but at level 2 it gets really, really a whole lot better.
Yeah.
His attack is pretty useful regardless. And Hug is always fantastic.
できるでしょうか。
And here you just hit it once and then it always gives you the sign.
頑張りなさいよ。完璧にバレちゃってるわね。
Well, duh, we know where the weakness is. It's the gigantic fuck me point in the middle.
Right.
That ended on a really cool pose.
ばあさん
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Ass.
俺たちを待っていたと。
お告げがあったの。閣僚の友人から楽園の者たちに
力を貸せ。一体誰が。まあいいさ。あんた
ベヘリット、閣僚の真相と打つよを結ぶ鍵。5人の見つかりを召喚するための呪物。
教えてくれ。奴らゴッドハンドを呼び出す方法を。
これはしかるべき時、しかるべきものの手にある、そういうものよ。人の意志の及ぶところではないわ。
神のみぞ知るってやつか。ゴッドハンド。奴ら
彼らは私たちにとって大いなる謎の一つ。分かっているのは、かつては人間だったということだけ。
We're not buying this.
I don't have enough money to afford that anyway.
声をかけてあげればよろしいのに。ほんとたくましい子たちだこと。少々危ういところもあるけれど、それにしてもどういう風の吹き回しかしら。あなたが私に頼み事だなんて、それも誰かのために。古き友よ。
私が手を下さずとも、あの者もまた因果律に導かれし一因子なのやもしれん。
そうね。神は運命を与えたもん。出会いという運命を。
イーノック村はこの先森を抜けたところにあります。
さあとっとと出発しようぜ。サルどもを蹴散らしによ。
まったく足手まといだわ。一人の方がやりやすいのに。どうしてお師匠様はこんな連中が私の運命と関わるとおっしゃるのかしら。
And by a certain amount of time, they mean until the sparklies disappear. And on the way back, I'm just going to be showing off what all of those look like again. Simply because right after, I want to make sure I show them off at each and every level there is, because with Puck I wasn't able to do that.
Right.
Because for some reason he carried over. And I'm pretty sure I upgraded Ishidoro before I finished my first playthrough. So I don't know why he's on the level 1, it doesn't make any sense. Just so fed up with the trees.
Stinking trees.
I mean, seriously, they with what position they have, with how they're always stationary enemies stated in particular spots on the road, you would think that they would be like, you know, okay, I'm going to impede your progress now, but once you get rid of me, you won't have to deal with me anymore. No, 2 seconds pass, they're back from the ground.
Right.
Not to mention this camera angle does not help. I mean, honestly, they could have done it. They could have really given you the camera controls, especially since the right stick does not do a single bloody thing. Not the R3, not the just wiggling around. Doesn't do anything. So it begs a question why they never did that.
Right.
But yeah, Ishidora's thing is really, really short range. Like, I can reach further with my sword. That's why I'm upgrading it first. Just a little pug for good measure. His ones is probably the most awesome one. And it also makes this the screen slightly brighter whenever I dash forward. And yeah, we get anime sparklies whenever our defense is higher. That's pretty cute. Very fitting to a little green-haired lady. Who's actually one of the better characters.
Oh, Morgan! 魔女は見つかったのか？ああ、見つかったよ。村を助けてくれるそうだ。そうか。さあ、中へ。